Hello friendlings, this is Claude from Chicago, and we're back with another episode of FredCraft, and today we are going to be building a bunch of epic farms as you see in the title. We're going to be building a zombie XP farm, a general mob farm, and maybe a few other things. But for people that are very curious about FredCraft, because you might have not seen all the episodes, which are linked in the description in a playlist, we have a bunch of food farms here. We have one here, and one mega farm over here for my accountants of YouTube. This farm is the biggest farm that I've ever probably made in Minecraft, which is exactly 1,200 growable squares. 1,200 growable squares. I even included the 15 water source blocks. It's actually 1,215, but I had to include 15 water source blocks, so I minus those out. So this comes to exactly 1,200, which I wasn't going for that, but it did. Of plants. So that is growing. We also have our beautiful iron farm over here, which is working very flawlessly. As well as we do have a cactus farm, a pumpkin farm, a sugarcane farm, and a watermelon farm, which are all very functional, as you see here, which we do a lot of trading with our watermelons and our pumpkins, which I do need to do soon. But today, let's go over to our zombie farm. We haven't started it yet. This is something we found on one of the earlier episodes of FredCraft on one of the live streams on Twitch, in which you can check out all the unedited live streams on Twitch for 2 weeks after they are streamed if you don't get to see them live. But we're going to run over to that farm, as well as we're going to build a general mob farm, which will probably be one of the biggest builds we do today. I have gotten the prep work already done for these builds. We need a lot of redstone. We still need a couple more dispensers too, so that's why we need to go to the zombie farm first. But yeah, it's going to be very, very awesome, and I cannot wait. So I'll see you once we get over to our zombie farm. Okay, so it took us a little bit of time, and I did a little bit of prep work getting this set up, but we have a direct line straight to the bottom of our zombie farm. Now, I'm not sure how often I will come over here because it is a fair distance away, but if I put a nether portal in here or decide to use this as a AFK XP farm, which can be done, or just a general mob farm for zombies. I don't know why I would need zombies. You know, they're not the most useful. But it's here. It's here. So all we got to do now is really just dig down 4 blocks and just start prepping the area. It's a zombie farm. You know, you cannot complain. And if we ever do need a lot of resources, you know, we could set it up. So I'm going to throw this into a quick first-person time lapse, and I'll see you when we're done. Oh, shit! No, the farm is not... Oh, my goodness. How did the baby zombie get out? Goodness me. Okay, well, as you see, Fredlings, the farm is working. The zombie farm is still working. And here we go. Our first zombie XP farm. We actually do need to get some XP on our shovel and our pickaxe. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time here and just do a little bit of AFKing so these can get regen to the top. But this is such a great farm because we'll get ourselves a lot of zombie flesh. I mean, that's not really useful, but there's other things too, like these little pants and stuff like that. But this is our first farm today on this video, and there's so much more to come. So that zombie farm is super awesome. We do have to be careful because baby zombies can't get out, but that XP is going to be coming very in handy because my Elytra is currently sort of dying. Obviously, we can get XP from just trading with villagers, but we are building the beautiful epic mob farm. It's going to be a general mob farm, and I have started it here. But I'm going to type at the bottom of the screen right now. This is the tutorial that I watched. Voltrux, and the video came out on November 11th, 2020. So this is the mob farm that I am following. Oops. It's not popping up on the screen. Why is my text not popping up on the screen? Oh, there you go. Okay, so there you go. So that is the tutorial that I'm following for this mob farm. Now, the replay mod is still not available at this time, so we are going to have to do this in first person some of this time lapse. So let's get it started. Fredlings, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse here. Absolutely wonderful build. And each of these builds keep getting better and better. And this is going to be our second farm of this episode. It is an would you call it? It's an AFK mob farm. Now, I'm running out of rockets. I only have 23 rockets remaining. And we've finally built this beautiful mob farm. So what you got to do is turn this on. And it just will loop. It will literally loop. So there's water down there. There's water buckets. Every other one has a water bucket open and off. So you see water on, water off, water on, water off. So when the observers detect each other, or there's a dispenser here, and then an observer detects the water that shoots up. It goes off every so often. And the water will come off, and it will push the mobs off. And you just go back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. Until they're all here. Now, I'm not sure if this spider's just glitching or what the issue is. I think it eventually will get knocked down. Because that's what the tutorial says this is how it's done. So I hope it happens. But after a while, those mobs will spawn in. And they will just drop straight to the bottom down here. And you can collect their beautiful, beautiful loot. And just by sitting here for a little bit longer, we have already gotten ourselves gunpowder, bones. This is all we got, and we only just turned that on just a few seconds ago. So this is why this farm is so awesome. It gives you great mob drops for nearly anything. But that's not going to be the only farm for this episode. We already have the zombie farm. Now we have this general mob farm. But before we build our general mob farm, we are live streaming on Twitch. I'm going to AFK here for roughly 6 to 8 hours and just see how much we got. I put some surplus storage here. And in FredCraft, we built a similar design to this. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same design to this. I've crashed every time, so I was never able to see what exactly could be done. But I do want to AFK here about 6 to 8 hours, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little less. We'll see what happens, but I'll see you in just a few seconds. After AFKing for about 10 hours, let's go see how many drops we have. I believe it's going to be crazy. I do expect that there's going to be a couple skeletons and zombies still alive down there because I don't have any wither roses, and that is true. But look at this. Wow. There was also some endermen, and apparently a baby zombie got up. Or spawned somewhere. Give me that gunpowder back. He had 47 gunpowder in his hand. This guy's out here robbing me. But we gotta take care of these zombies, and then we'll take a look at the loot. I feel like the loot is going to be there's gonna be so much of it that I'm not gonna be able to. It's not all in these chests. I think that's the issue. Yeah, I just picked up gunpowder just by standing close to it or something. Look at how much shit. Look at how much loot is here. I did expect this to happen, but I did not expect this to happen. There's so much loot. There's so much loot I'm not going to be able to even get. All right, so all you need to know is that this farm is super efficient with 11 layers. We have more stuff than we'll probably, honestly, probably ever will need. But I do want to grab the gunpowder. That's obviously the most important here. But, yeah, even these hoppers, they're all filled up. I mean, there's even sugarcane bottles, so that means witches are spawning, sticks, witches are spawning. So this is also a redstone farm, too, so you get a little bit of redstone. There's not as much redstone, of course, considering that... I really don't need this armor, TBA. I really don't need the armor. So let's just take the armor back. But look at this. This is so awesome. We do need to make some a little bit of adjustments, though. A little bit of adjustments, because obviously some of this stuff is getting lost. But this is a really good start for our farm. And with this being said, there's a lot of bones in here. And I know somebody suggested on the live stream that we... do something with some bones. So let me come up with a cool design, and right next to this we'll be building something very epic. Fredlings, I know I said that we were going to do something with those bones, but I made an auto sorting system here for all the items we have. We have nearly 2 double chestfuls of nearly 3 items here: gunpowder, bones, and Arrows actually have less rotten flesh, a good bit of string almost starting on the second chest there, and then some other blocks here. But we cannot use the bones yet for an automatic tree farm because we don't have any bees or slime. So what we need to do is make an automatic bee farm and hopefully find a slime chunk. That might be a little bit harder to do, but what I'm going to do right now is off this next cut, we're going to go get a bunch of bee hives and make an automatic bee farm. Then if we can find some slime chunks or just some slimes in a swamp or something, we're going to get as much slimes as we can. And then when we get all those resources, we'll come right back over here and build a bee hut and hopefully start our tree farm. I gathered all the resources for this build, and this automatic tree farm is going to be fantastic. Here at the bottom left of the screen in my chat box, this build is made by Dusty Dude on March 23rd, 2021. So make sure you go check out his video. And this is going to be a very, very epic farm because look at this. This is how much resources we needed to do. We got 43 pistons, TNT, building blocks, slime, honey blocks, hoppers, gates. It's going to be wild. And I'm going to do a little bit of a first-person time-lapse. You know, I'm not going to do a first-person time-lapse on this because I don't think it looks as cool. But in just a few short seconds, this is going to be done. And we are going to be cranking out so much wood that a woodchuck could not woodchuck wood. Friendlings, it's done! The tree farm is done. And I don't know if it actually works. We have not tested this on stream. And stream is going to freak out. They're giving us a lot of Fred loves and monies in the chat. But I think this works. Oh, baby. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, this is working phenomenally. Okay, let's do this for like a couple. Let's do it like until about a minute. So let me speed up the footage a little bit. Okay, so I AFK'd here for about a minute from that time-lapse footage so you guys can see what's going on. Be careful because the TNT is still blowing up. But let's see, about a minute's worth of work. Oh my goodness, we got 41. And we got oh my bling blong. We got two stacks. We're just gonna say 2 stacks in 1 minute. 1 minute of work for 2 stacks of logs. Goodness me. Now, there is a little bit of an issue here. I don't know why. There's something with the, I could probably put some immovable blocks here, like some furnaces, but these are blowing up because of the TNT. So I am going to be losing some saplings on this drop. But I mean, for what we're going to be losing, it's going to be, it's not going to be too much of an issue. Now, this farm is once again created by this great guy here at the bottom, Dusty Dude. So make sure you go check that out. An absolutely epic tutorial for 1.17 Java edition. And this farm works, I mean, it feeds, so what you do is you shove bone meal in here. You want to put some more bone meal things. Look at how much bone meal has already been eaten through this. They are jamming in these hoppers, so they're not like they're gone, but they're they're coming over here too. But yeah, there's a little bit of a loss, leaders, so don't worry. Some sticks are going to be gone, some of these saplings, but the saplings get picked up, go through the hoppers, and they will get brought back to the guy while they're AFKing. There's actually a cool little feature that I learned. I think it's F3. If you press F3 and something, it'll automatically just hold your hand down so you could literally AFK. And that's how that works. So, once again, thank you so much, Fredlings, for watching this video here today. I will see you on another live stream here to come. I want to thank our Twitch subscribers and our Bit donators. They make these YouTube videos even possible. And remember, a real Fredling makes their own luck.